First of all, let us know that how does it feel to be associated with Celenex?
Yeah. First, I would like to congratulate Selenex coming back or re-entering in the beauty and wellness industry, which is much more wider, much more growing industry. And when they had a party, they had no, again you have to take it. That. I would like to congratulate to Salonex for the re-entering in the beauty and wellness industry, which is much more wider and growing and happening industry compared to the when they had participated or they had organized the first exhibition in the beauty industry in 1996. So industry players means Salonex, they already are experienced and they are already experienced and they are already in this industry from many years. That's the reason I would like to participate with them. I would like to support them because they have the quite wide experience and they are well connected with the industry. And I'm sure in the April when they are organizing the 19th and 17th and 19th, 17th and 19th of 17th and 19th April, they will be bringing the all industry players together and nice and pleasant ideas they have, that is about the competitions, about the classrooms, and about the new bringing the technologies in the industry. So I'm sure they will be doing much more wider way and much more faster and strong way what they have done or what they have did in the 1996. So I am congratulating them and I'm full-fledged, I'm supporting them and I want to be with them to bring something new for the industry.
How you are going to be contribute to the show?
I'm just trying my best to give them the idea what is happening in the industry today and how exhibitions are conducted and what is going on in the exhibition and how industry is expecting from the what industry is expecting from the exhibition. Mostly we'll see the all these salon owners or spa owners, they really want to see something new technology or something new coming from the abroad. Any brands are bringing new technology or new theme to the Indian market, and that's how I am helping them what is happening internationally and what is happening in the Indian market. So that's why I'm helping them what is going on.
And what can one look forward to the beauty and the health in 2070? You know, the changes or something in the year 2017 through the show.
Sorry, can you just come back?
What would have changes to be look forward to in this 2017 year according to the beauty and the health are concerned?
See, beauty and wellness industry is in the growing phase today. It's a strongly growing phase. If you see the five rising sectors in India, so even though the Skill India is announcing the beauty and wellness is one of the fast growing industry today. Where we see the being as a industry players, we see the lot of growth in the as all aspect, including the skill labor, including the education, including the brand awareness, including the service awareness and service technology. So all these things is is a upcoming and growing yeah, area. So I see the upcoming this this another 3 years is a fast growth what I am seeing in the industry is the product wise, the retailing market in the beauty industry, and then service are of course is again the new technology, and especially in the beauty industry I see the lot of growth because earlier salons were only focusing for the hair and only for the small portion of the beauty, but today I see the ratio of these both area has increased, 50% is hair and 50% is beauty. So see the lot of growth that aspect. New technology of course is growing very fast, and Skilling is there's a booming again area where most of the academy has come forward and they are opening the academies. As earlier beauty salons were opening more, now I see the lot of academies are opening. So this is the balancing now, balancing the industry today, the academy and service industry together. So lot of growth in future and now also is going on. So growth is there.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm in this profession now for the last 25 years. People call me a Superman, people call me a hero of this country. See, I'm into a generation, my grandfather, my dad, they all have the same, same profession. And I think people to call my dad my काम करते हैं, my father sometimes, even my full time also, my father is mine. And then I realized if you want to change this attitude, your mindset, I think we need to bring education into it. So I only brought education. I think today, if something has changed in this profession, I think there are people of education. And today, Javed will around 400 salons without education. If every second cases in this country is reached by Javed, I think what will be? I think this has really changed the face of the profession. I mean, now at least there is some respect for this profession. At least, people follow the profession. It's not just like a norm anymore. I mean, even if you see Bollywood movies, like they respect towards this profession, like, making a movie on this profession. So I think this is what I've done. And like, when I started in 99, I was on Salon International, and that was my beginning of my profession. But I think if you have to really see India, I think we need exhibition, we need a training exhibition, I think that's why I'm a part of that thing. So it's a long, old exhibition, and I'm sure working together we can change, we can enhance more.
So Javed, what does people what do you want to bring into Salonix in 2017? How are you going to, highlight on education?
In 1999, when I started this fashion salon, and I think you only into a hair. But I think today it has become a complete package. The hair is a lot of cosmetics, a lot of chemical, anti-accident chemical, and of course, is a lot of work. So it's a package. So when especially, when you're going for chemical, your hair can dry, you start losing hair. So I think how to keep it perfect chemical work done, I think we need education. So I think what I'm doing over there is, I want people to respect me, I want people to respect the profession. So I want to teach people some the professional doctor and biology doctor.
Hi Javed, this is Kanishka from Beauty Launchpad.
Hi,
I would like to know if you would be including anything about salon management at Salonix.
Well, I think as I said, a package. It's not just cutting hair, it's a complete package. If you know what is the staff management, then only you can run in successful salons. So I think today, because when the rentals are so high, when the salaries are so high, I think we need a good brand salon. Then only make some, then only make brand, make some name in that area. So I think it's a very important part.
Okay, and what do you think the visitors coming to the exhibition are going to gain out of it?
Well, knowledge, exposure. They can see, where they stand. They can see, what they are doing. So I think, and of course, it's a team, I'm sure if our exhibition, they create a team of people, yes, become big. So I think we are bringing teams in people mind.
Okay. What according to you are going to be the trends for hair in 2017?
See, India is very traditional country. I think we can't lose hair, we can't lose length. So I think length-wise, quite good style and just for some building. But I think this is going to change the look chemical. And I think chemical means shaping, chemical means form, chemical means color. I think that's important because color is like a lipstick in hair. Like the Indian people have such a dark complexion, and we call color like it's going to change the personality. But color is the future of this sector.
Okay. Where do you think the Indian beauty industry is headed now?
Well, everywhere, every third salon, every third location on a high street is salon. I mean, that shows how big the thing. And a profession of this century, because computer can never cut hair. So I think you need to go to a salon. You can do facial at home, you can do manicure at home, you can do pedicure at home. But for hair, you need to go to salon. That's why I'm part of salon.
Okay. What would you like to tell people and brands who want to participate at Salonex? What will they gain out of being here?
But I think knowledge is the right word. I mean, if you want to see, today what we say, every hairdresser wants to become a business person. But only cutting hair is not a success story of a hairdresser. We need to understand how to grow. And when you want to grow, you need system. And I think only system will make you grow bigger and faster. System is important. I mean, salon is not just one salon, two salons. You can even own 50 salons. But you need system. If you have to become a hair McDonald, you need system. I'm sure through this kind of exhibition, the system will be taught. What are the systems?
Right. What do you think the Indian beauty industry is lacking right now?
Proper guidance. I think today this profession is controlled by a cosmetic company mafia. I call them mafia, or cosmetic or color companies, because they are only teaching how to use their product, but they are not teaching the skill. I think the skill is important. If you have a good skill, I think you can do a nice staging, you can do a nice highlight. So I think skill is teaching. I think we need to bring skill as an education, not just selling color or selling cosmetics. No, I think skill is required.
Okay. Javed, what are your plans for yourself for 2017?
I don't know. I just see. I'm basically now. Javed has become franchising company. I mean, we are running around 700 salons. It is running a system. So, if you have to protect yourself, every year I come out with a new brand. So, hopefully this year also we plan to launch a new brand. And when you launch a new brand, we do a lot of homework, what is required in this country. So, I think I'm just planning to launch a new brand, and post cosmetics we are launching now soon in the industry. Because till today, my focus was only service and education. But from this year onwards, I'm going into one new brand, adding to the market. Of course, I'm launching a cosmetics, and I'm starting my own line selling now. So, like, someone sitting in a small town, if he doesn't know how to do a Gen taker, please come online and you can get some idea there how to do a Gen taker. So, I'm starting online training in a very big way with TCS.
Okay. Thank you so much, Javed, and all the best for your plans.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
In terms of beauty and the hair industry.
Well, it's a big industry. It's a big industry. If you can, and it's a big industry, and it depends on you how big you want to become and where you want to reach. I think it's a huge industry. I mean, see, today India is a country of 1.2 billion heads, 1.2 billion space. Okay, that shows the potential of this country. I mean, you need few lakhs of diversity in this country. I mean, we only got 15 lakhs salons, which is nothing. I think we need much more salons. But I want salon people, owners, hairdressers to be well trained. They should be hair doctor, not just a simple hairdresser or barber. They should be well trained. I think then only we can really achieve our target.
Okay.
Same hair anymore. It's not the same bright makeup. I think they're changing. I think the lifestyle is changing. I think day by day, the human being is becoming more fussy because they have so much money. I think they are changing. And we see that. Like, this is not in our hands. This is a circle. It will change every day.
Okay. So instead of updos, anything new you see is trending right now? Or still the updos or open hair? That's
Definitely more color. I think, we must have more color into the hair because we all are all our marriage session or function are in the evening.
Yeah.
And I think, like the way it's getting used now day by day. And the skin is definitely we are darker people. The color is darker. I'm sure if we add a lot of color to the hair, it would have added to your face. So I think color is getting really used in this country.
Thank you.
And the color has to go with your skin tone, not with the fashion.
Thank you. And they have contributed to training in a big way in India.
Only selling your cosmetics.
Only to sell their cosmetics, you say? So then now that you're getting into cosmetics, what should we call you?
Not the science. I am talking of science. They should teach people the hair science, the beauty science, not just selling cosmetics.
Okay.
That is perfect. But like that's not reality. I say skill is so important.
So now that you're getting into cosmetics, what should we be calling you?
Well, educate cosmetics.
Anyway, bye. Thanks for speaking to me.
He can be 100% sure on that.
Alright. See you soon, Javed.
Yes. If you follow my instruction, my advice, you will never lose a single hair.
Okay.
You will never get gray hair. Yeah, of course, like, we may get some gray hair, but keep it clean. I know this is a big, shampooing every day is not right. I say you can wash your face every day, you wash your teeth every day, shampoo your hair every day. But I don't know what shampoo has to be to make it balanced, put some oil or deep conditioner before shampoo. And never massage your hair with the oil, massage with shampoo.
Okay. Thank you so much, Javed.
Here, thank you.
This is on the panel of advisors. We have Veena. Veena Desai is a skin expert. She has helped to launch more than 32 brands across the country. Skin brand, she's conducted lots of seminars, and she's also part of the exercise where you had an orchestrated facials being done on more than 250 people. This is one of a very popular hairdresser. She runs a school in Pune, and she's been associated with the hair industry for quite a number of years. She's worked with some of the most happening hair brands, including L'Oreal, Matrix, Godrej. And besides that, she's, I think, very committed to education. I've spoken to her. We have Rita Seth and Jeetu Seth. They run a company called Caroline. Caroline, I have a lot of respect for this company because our beauticians, they long for products, machines, which they use for their facial and hair services. This company I have a lot of respect for because they have been able to deliver to our beauticians, dermatologists is one side, but to beauticians, these machines are less than half the price. Am I right? And they are in the forefront of whatever machine technology it is. So that's how it is. We are looking forward to Salonex. Salonex is going to be one of the most exciting things this industry has seen. We are sure of it because there's going to be something for every stakeholder in this business, which includes cosmetic companies, beauticians, hairdressers, educationists, and everybody. So I think I'll now where's Mayura?
Mr. Sethi would be the right person because he started this show in 1996 and we did it till 1999, and he'll take you through the journey. Mr. Vikram Sethi, please.
Hi everybody. We started this concept of a salon competition, of a salon exhibition in the year 1996, and for some reason we had to shut it in 2000. We've revived this whole idea. Our objective is to educate the salon owners, the salon staff on the latest trends in the industry, and not just in India but worldwide, and to educate them on natural products, on hair products, on beauty products, on skin, on various aspects of good grooming. So there will be seminars, there will be competitions. The prize money for the competition would be 1 lakh for the winner. There will be second prize 50,000, third prize 25,000. There will be some consolation prizes as well. So there are 3 kinds of competition. One is the inter-salon competition, which is the various salons will present the look of 2017. It was a bridal makeup competition. Bridal business in India is a big business. Brides, the whole look has changed. In the last 10 years, there is a complete, revamp of the bridal look. Even the traditional bridal looks have changed. So there will be a bridal makeup competition also. And of course, like any other exhibition, there will be exhibitors trying to, reach out to salon owners, sell products. And all classrooms will also be held concurrently at the time of the exhibition. So visitors can go to the exhibition, go to the classroom, look at the competitions. Generally, an idea is to have a lot of great education experiences for the visitors. I guess, in short, this is what we are talking about. We will eventually become, the trendsetters, the torchbearers. The ideas for new salon products, new salon looks should come out of this exhibition. Is there any question? I'd be happy to answer it. We request all of you all to join us for dinner, and if there is anything personally, we can even discuss that.
Industry and what
The reason we decided was pre-demonetization. It was decided almost a year ago. We have reached out to 75,000 salons. We know the names of the owners, of the address, and even the mobile number of the salon owner. Now, to get to this level takes us a year. And things are looking good for India. Things are looking good for people wanting to come into the salon. See, there is a lot of change that has happened in the last 10 years. A lot of young people have become very conscious of their looks, are now concerned about how they dress and go to work, are concerned about how they dress and go to parties. That is very, very important and almost compulsive for young people like you. I mean, they are so conscious of how good grooming means to them. This was not there 10 years ago. It wasn't there. But in the last 10 years, men, women, all want to look good. And that is where the whole idea to regenerate, rekindle this. And who better to give you an advice on your hair than a salon? And how does he know? He comes to this exhibition and gets educated. So that is the primary force. See, there is, of course, India has opened up, and today product, like Javed said, we are 1.2 billion heads. So every head needs a haircut, needs a shampoo, needs a makeover. Everybody wants to do that. And see, the other thing is, a lot of young people enjoy looking good. They have that nice feeling of being good, of being, and it's not just for women, it's for guys as well. So, I mean, so that's why the whole thought process was to sort of introduce it this year. And create around one exhibition, which is the main exhibition, to do it annually, and create smaller events, in places away from Bombay where there could be education. See, basically, like he said, that education is the key. I mean, you don't want someone fidgeting with your eyebrows and creating a mess. So, and it doesn't matter whether you live in Bombay or you live in Nasik or you live in Kolhapur or you live in, Satara, Sangli, wherever you live in. You want to look nice. And it's, the thing is that the best thing about this, that wanting to look nice from younger people has moved on to their moms as well. I mean, you'd want your mom to look nice, you'd want her to get her eyebrows done, you'd take her to a salon, get her facial done, which 20 years ago, 15 years ago, mom wouldn't do it on her own. You know, she'd say, nahi, nahi, kya zarorat hai? Besan laga lungi, malai laga lungi, all those homemade recipes. But today, even mom is happy to go to the salon and get herself, you know, reworked on. So I think that's where education is a key. You know, everybody wants to be treated by us, and even the salon professional wants to be educated, wants to be up to date, wants to be aware of what the business is going to be like. That's where I think it's the important thing. Yeah, the gentleman at the back. We did one in Mumbai. We did a hairdresser from Bangkok. Actually was so encouraged by this that she came to India. She didn't charge us a penny, and she performed for a lot of salon owners on a bridal makeup, which was an international look. A girl called Lisa Allen, she came down to Mumbai, and she sort of worked with the most modern hairdressing, and because she was from Bangkok, she did Indian skin, she was very familiar with, and looked at what would be a hairstyle for, what would be a bridal look for an international Indian bridal look. That's what she did. So we are, right now we are in March, we are in April, so I don't have the time for a road show. But eventually, we will do smaller events across various cities. Yeah, tell me.
So apart from the grooming aspect, which is getting highlighted at Salon, do you also want to integrate the wellness part of it?
Oh,
Because
sure.
beauty and wellness go hand in
Oh,
hand.
sure, because that's what we are looking at. We're calling it's the salon and spa exhibition. No?
Right.
So definitely, the thing is, today wellness is such a subject that needs a qualified person. I'm not sure every salon owner is qualified to talk on wellness, but they are qualified to know about it. Sure, it's like you are young, you want to go to see a wellness show because you are concerned about your well-being. So that's what we want to bring in, and eventually it could be a business, because I think in the long term, a salon, a wellness, a hair, a beauty will all become one-stop shop. The wellness industry will change, the salon industry will change, and wellness is looked at as a sunrise business, and that will happen with the salons. There will be some kind of integration between the wellness business and the salon business. Definitely.
So, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's almost 80 years break they were starting.
Yeah.
So, how difficult it was for the revamp, like the participant part and the whole idea of the innovation? How difficult it was? You took any foreign assistance or whatever, any professional?
No foreign assistance. See, we want to do it ourselves, and I think India is a market that is far bigger than any, unless you look at the American market, but otherwise India is an oasis by itself. It's a big market. Yes, of course, it's not an easy thing to revive a business after 18 years.
Yeah.
It's very difficult, but we've been in the exhibition business for 30 years. We do an exhibition called GiftX.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever heard of the word GiftX. We've been doing it for 30 years, and this was a part of our exhibition portfolio 18 years ago, but somehow the India story goes up, falls down, goes up, falls down. In 2000, the India story collapsed, and Hindustan Lever said, look, we can't sponsor you anymore.
Okay.
And they also didn't give us enough notice, so we had to sort of shut the show.
Whatever the participant status, is it almost full? You're done with that?
We're working at it. It's not full, but we are working at it. But what we hope to get is to do a lot of education seminars, and hope that people will come See, it's one thing in Bombay, in Mumbai, but there is a lot of aspirational, class that lives in Nasik, in all the small, Aurangabad, everywhere. See, a lot of businesses have moved from Bombay to Bangalore, from Bombay to Pune. Now, the people who work in those businesses also want to look pretty, isn't it? So they are not going to come to Bombay for this thing, a haircut. They probably want it in Pune. So that way it will upgrade the Pune salons, it will upgrade all the other salons, Bangalore. We have a fair amount of salons registered with us from Bangalore, from Telangana, from Hyderabad, from Kochi. So, the 75,000 numbers that I am saying is now, hopefully by the time the exhibition comes up, we would have made more progress.
So you're optimistic about the visitors part also?
Oh, without doubt. Without doubt. People are very keen to come from Baroda. When we did the Lisa Allen show, we had a group of 12 people who came from Baroda together. They came by one train, they attended the show, and they sort of left that evening by another train. So there is a lot of latent demand in the tier 2 cities. But Bombay being the fashion capital, the film industry drives a lot of the hair looks and the beauty looks and everything. So, we hope to sort of cash onto that, because Mumbai inherently has, because of the film industry, because of the fashion industry, has a lot of, knowledge, has everything going for it. So hopefully that will rub off to the smaller towns as well.
Thank you.
Anything else? I'll be really grateful if everybody joins us for dinner. Dinner is upstairs in about 15 minutes. Yeah. If there's anything else, yes? Sorry? Yeah, she just introduced. Sheila has introduced. Yeah, everybody. Sheila has introduced. Individually, we are advised by these people who have been veterans in their own industry, and it will help us come up with the knowledge that these people have. We are riding piggyback on their knowledge. So as an exhibition company, we don't know the details of all the nitty-gritties of various skin treatments, this, that. We are going by their advice. We have constituted a board of advisors who will sort of guide the exhibition. Anything else? Yeah?
I think the Bollywood part also, how we able to work out the commerce of it?
There is no problem. I'm not going to invite them. If I have friends, I'll call them.
So popular. Because they give the style statement, so I think their personality is...
I think it's...
Can I just...
Yes, of course, Sheila.
See, working in this industry for a long time, basically it is the other way around. It is not the Bollywood that is influencing the industry. It is the industry that is influencing Bollywood. So to a great extent, it's Bollywood that derives inspiration from our hairdressers and makeup artists.
Right.
So it is the other way around. It is not that the makeup artists, the hairdressers and the salons are looking up to. So to get them, frankly, I don't think we really need Bollywood celebrities, to be honest.
But ultimately they take the credit.
Pardon?
Ultimately they take the credit.
Yes.
If Javed Habib Saloon is there, you will find Salman Khan pictures or whatever.
Yes, of course, but then we are the people behind the scene, behind the face.
But I guess, that's Bollywood for you.
Yeah.
I mean, Bollywood would take credit for, anything somebody else also did. So, I guess that's Bollywood. But there is a definite need to upgrade, to look good, today looking good is for all ages. It's not just for young people, it's for all ages.
Youth is a premium. Everybody wants to look young, and that drives our business. So that's one thing. And very importantly, you products are very, there are actives in it, there are chemicals in it that just do one job. And you need to have good amount of information and knowledge about that product because it's unsafe otherwise. So this business has stopped being just a, a parlor down the road which used to do just your basic thing. It's gone much beyond that. It actually alters appearances. So this requires a lot of study, a lot of training is happening. You need to know your chemicals well, you need to know your geometries. I think Tanya will watch for it because hairdressing is all about geometry. And you need to have a lot of psychology because you're handling customers. So this requires something it's not that business where you had just some money and you started a parlor, or you had nothing else to do, you started a parlor, or the husband just wants to keep the wife busy and starts a parlor. It's no longer like that. These are careers, they are careers choices that now people make. That's made a lot of difference to the industry, and definitely Salonex is going to reflect that. It's the change in the industry that will be reflected at Salonex. Yeah.
Hi, good evening everybody. Just think that all the leading cities have one fashion which goes from Mumbai. It is Bangalore, Calcutta, Pune, anywhere. But what about the small towns? So to bring the uniformity in the education, it is must to organize such kind of exhibitions, such kind of classrooms, such kind of seminars, and then only they can solve their problems. Sometimes people have the problems, but they have no solutions. So in such kind of meetings, the people who are staying away from trendsetters who are in Mumbai, they can come together, they can talk, they can discuss, and it will be a uniform knowledge to everywhere. As all of you know, that they are not well technicians or well-groomed people in this industry. So it is a nice credit to the Salonex that they are going to bring all people together, and they will be arranging good speakers, good teachers, good technicians to bring them into this field and upgrade themselves. I thanks to Salonex because I am a first person to watch in 1996, and I was still feeling that when such kind of things will start. Those hairstyles and those looks are still in fashion. So if next generation has to learn something, they have to come to the Salonex and learn. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was feeling that uniformity in knowledge is a must.
I think understanding, I've been in the industry for 17 years now, and even when I started, there wasn't so much available for us. And what has changed in so many years is education. And that's the only thing which will also change the future. Rightly mentioned earlier, this was a very traditional, where hairdressers came in from families where there were barbers, and that's how generation hairdressers came in. Today, it's a choice a youngster makes to choose that as a career, because the face of beauty and hair has completely changed. It is the most upcoming thing, and it's related to fashion, which is directly related to your you could call your Bollywood, your Hollywood, and it's a very, very high fashion kind of industry, and which is why it's great that platforms like Salonex are here to empower people who want to be a part of this industry and educate existing hairdressers from smaller towns that do not get the opportunity to come and learn. So yeah, thanks to Salonex, and we'll continue to do these great work. Thanks.
Is there any other question? Yeah, then let's.
Ma'am, here.
One sec. Thank you.
Just here, just a second. Here. Yeah, thank you. Please. Sir, here. Sir, come closer.
Congratulations for the Salonex once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
What are the reasons behind the revamping after 18 years?
I think the beauty industry in India has also grown. Government has opened up the businesses, and a lot of brands today are looking at India. There is a great potential that India has. India is a population of 1.2 billion. That's 1.2 billion heads, 1.2 billion faces, and that's a big, big business that can happen. After America, I think we are probably the biggest beauty, potential of the biggest beauty business.
So, what are the changes you yourself see, like, from 1997 till 2017?
I think the consciousness. Today, every young, middle-aged, old person is conscious of looking good, of looking nice, of being well-groomed. That, I think, has been a big, big change. No longer people want to use that Dhai, Malai formula that they used to use at home. Today, people are wanting to go to a salon for a facial, wanting to go to a salon for a hairdo, for a party, they want to go for a makeup event. So there is a huge change in consciousness.
Okay. Sir, what do you have to say about the members on panel?
I think, first of all, I'm really obliged to them that they've come here and given us so much of advice. So much of advice, so much of benefit of their knowledge that we've got as Board of Advisors, and I'm really grateful to them.
So, sir, from here to coming years, what changes are going to be there?
I guess, these are not changes I can predict, but the business will take it. Wherever the business goes, the salon business goes, what changes it, we'll do that, It's not something that I can chart out.
Okay. So, what's the, expectations of the changes, in terms of all the beauty and
I think
hair?
the health and beauty business will merge with the salon business. It will become together. I mean, you would go to a place for a one-stop short treatment where you would do hair, you do massage, you do hair, makeup, you do all of it. That will change. That is what will change in the future. I see that the wellness and the beauty business will, become one.
Okay. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. Thank you.
So, first of all, I would like to know your association with Salonex.
Salonex. Really a very good platform first for the beauticians, for salon people and the spa people, spa owners to have a more education on this, more information, similar as if it is for in our Indian style.
How you like this here when you come and you see this event today? How you like this? All the events related.
Yeah, it's all informative and it's a good planning for our beauticians and salon people. It's very good planning. It requires that. Almost most of the times the people they're going for the beauty, makeup and hair. Over here in the Salonex they have started with the wellness. A wellness with a very big and wide range. Under this it will be now skin and the educating thing with the seminars and what we call classrooms. They're introducing that in the classrooms.
Ma'am, how do you see this all associated? You're associated with Salonex. Can you tell us about how you like the services here today? You see all these things.
It's a fantastic. They have organized very nicely, and the way they have designed all these things to go ahead. It's a very nice.
Do you think this will be helpful for any of the customer?
Because it's all information, it's all education. So definitely it will help every small people to main people. It will help it everywhere.
Thank
So you are there in 20 years, you are there with machineries, all these, beauty machineries which, used for the beautification of a person. So what do you have to say about that?
कुछ ऐसा कहना चाहूँगा, सेठी साहब ने ये सलूनेक्स इंट्रोड्यूस करके एक नया कदम अभी फर्स्ट स्टेप अहेड लेट्स सी फॉर ऑल दिस ब्यूटी पीपल कैसे किया. लोग जानते हैं कि फॉरेन में, यूके में, यूएस में, यूरोपियन कंट्रीज़ में बहुत सारे अच्छी मशीनें ये कर रहे हैं स्किन के लिए. मेकअप से हो गया, हेयर की स्टाइल हो गई, बहुत सारे लोग हैं. इसके साथ में यहाँ पर स्किन के रिलेटेड, ब्यूटी के रिलेटेड, वेलनेस के रिलेटेड और एंटी एजिंग जो भी लोग चाहते हैं कि हाँ भाई हम भी यंग दिखना चाहते हैं, हम करेंगे, उनके लिए भी जैसे हम कर रहे थे वही मशीन्स का इंट्रोडक्शन. छोटे छोटे गैजेट्स जो कि बाहर में बहुत ही महंगे मिलते हैं वो भी यहाँ पर अपने इंडियन कंडीशंस के हिसाब से यूज़र फ्रेंडली और पॉकेट फ्रेंडली करते जाएंगे, ऐसे इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं. उसमें भी ये भी एक अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है अभी ये करने के लिए एंड फॉर ऑल पीपल टू नो दैट.
So in the past 20 years, what changes you have seen into this industry as well?
Okay, changes during past 20 years, many. पहले ब्यूटी पार्लर बहुत कम होते थे, अभी गली गली में है. फीमेल्स एक सलून, एक हम समझते थे कि चलो बार्बर शॉप में है, वहाँ जाके बाल कटा के ये करेंगे, उसकी जगह हेयर स्टाइल और आगे कुछ करना, हेयर कलर्स, उसमें तरह तरह के कलर्स ये सब आ रहे हैं. तो यही सब बहुत ही चेंजेस और लेटेस्ट तो आ ही रहा है. सिमिलरली विद द स्किन ट्रीटमेंट एंड स्किन थिंग्स दे आर आल्सो ब्रिंगिंग इन. नेक्स्ट.
So now the trend is moving towards more of organic kind of natural colors and all. And while the industry have been largely impacted by the chemical colors, so how do you say the Salonics will contribute to the growth?
Yeah, naturally and obviously they are introducing such kind of people. जैसे जावेद साहब ने भी बताया कलर्स में ये जा रहे हैं, लोग ये इंट्रोडक्शन कर रहे हैं. यहाँ पर भी दे हैव देयर प्लान्स. सेठी साहब हैज़ प्लान्स इन सलूनेक्स दैट दे आर अरेंजिंग सेमिनार्स फॉर दैट ऑल्सो. So it will be definitely helpful for other salon people and beauticians.
As an industry point of view, as an entrepreneur, how you see the next 5 years of this industry?
Oh, that's good. 7-8 years back, I think FICCI and Ernst and Youngs, they have done the survey. This is a $1 billion industry, which has a growth rate of somewhere about 35 to 37% per annum. Similarly, we have also observed in our clientele during this last 18-20 years, approximate we have served more than 3,000 beauticians. They have different systems, machines and this. Simultaneously, similarly, next 5 years also there will be the booming. In multiplication, instead of adding something, they can reach in multiplication. It will be booming market.
So
Industry grows up very fast. Sir?
So it's a trend of the demography driving the growth of the industry.
No, I can't understand.
It's a trend, innovative trend of the demography of the country driving the growth of the industry.
नहीं, demography में नहीं समझा था.
The young generation.
Okay, they are because they are more cautious about their looks, their grooming, their skin types. Instead of grooming also, I tell, suppose you are concerned about your skin tone, you will drink more of the water, you will use the face washes. You will go for the facials. Yes, people are going for that, and that makes more salon people earn more. People are there. Lot of clientele will be there.
And the young generation has, they earn money nowadays. Because long back we have seen the people, young generation who are not in much business, but now you see the all young generation, they are earning well, so they are spending more money.
Thank you. Ma'am, can you tell us about your associated with Salonex and how you see this growth?
Okay. So I have been associated with Salonex for over a year now, and I have been associated with education more importantly for over 8.5 years now. I've been educating hairdressers, and I've already educated over 10,000 hairdressers all across the country in Southeast Asia. Also, why my association with SalonX is because they believe in education, and the only way that we can change the industry or we can bring about a greater change or evolvement in this industry will be through education. And because my core belief is education and SalonX believes in it, so that's how the association, and I think they're doing a great job, and we will continue to do this great job together.
How see the new industry is increasing because more and more you using now fairness screens every day using these services. How you see the industry growing point of view next 5 years?
See, industry is growing at a very rapid speed, not just from now, but from the last 5 years. It has been a huge change with the kind of products that have come in, with the kind of companies that have come in, with the kind of technology that has come in. It's only growing, and it's going to grow greater stages from now on.
Do you think that we have a less awareness regarding the products related salons? Awareness, consumer awareness?
We don't. In fact, I believe that in today's day and age, there is a lot of awareness. The way that the products have been launched and the way companies are launching their products, they have created great awareness. There is great education that is coming with it. So we have to give the credit to these companies that are coming in and also educating every individual, be it a beautician, be it a hairstylist, or be it a cosmetologist. They are all getting educated. So I think that it's great, and they're only moving way forward.
How do you see the SalonX next 5 years?
SalonX, with the way it's going in the next 5 years, is going to be one of the biggest event shows for beauty and hair industry and spa industry, of course. So they are going to be the biggest in terms of education and training, which is the next big thing. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, can you tell us about your associate with SalonX and how you see the SalonX as a company as providing us the services?
See, I am on the board as a skin expert. As SalonX is exhibitors who are having a good experience in this field, especially the beauty field, because they were established their office in 1996, and I have witnessed their shows, how they were educative. So I thought, let me be a part of this SalonX, so we can see that education takes place everywhere within the beautician: skin, hair, beauty and makeup, because these are the essential things to bring revenue in their salons.
How you see the next 5 years of SalonX and how see the industry will grow? Because this SalonX do a lot of education, consumer awareness. So how you see the SalonX?
SalonX is trying best to bring the good educators, good talk shows, good technicians, good experts to have the talk with the beauticians. So naturally this is going to happen in a very good way. My pleasure.
What is going to be your contribution to the show?
Okay, my contribution will be upgrading the beauticians for skin. They should know the functions of the skin, the layers of the skin, the disorders of the skin, and then only they can repair the skin. It is not the uthao kit and do the facial. It will be a totally treatmental skin treatments in the salon, and that is my role to teach them.
Okay, so what one can see the trend from 2017 in the beauty and the hair industry.
2017.
From here.
All the beauticians will come, the aesthetician according to me, all the hairdressers will come, the hair experts in the 2017. My pleasure.
How you see your performing very well? How you see this?
I entered the industry in 2005.
Ma'am, look center please.
I actually came into the industry in 2005. $, which is a global figure for grooming in the Western world. India spends 60 cents per person. So the scope, it's huge and humongous, and people are now Some of the products they use at home, but a lot of it they wish to go to salons, because salons give them me time. It gives them time for themselves. It's not that you can't do a facial or a manicure, pedicure in this at home, but you would prefer to do it at a salon because that's an environment you would like to go to. But even that is challenged with the coming of home services and such other things with kits which are, at home kits. So a lot of activity in the industry, and that's very important as our salon professionals. Trends which are happening. World has become very small thanks to internet, and everybody knows what's happening in the West. We know what Kate Winslet is wearing. We know what any other singer or any Beyonce. And there's this fairness angle. Everybody wants to be fair in India. So a lot of work that the salons are doing, but they need to be educated, because making you fair by using a wrong chemical is again dangerous. So it is very important that salons get this education, and hence I find Salonex to be a great platform where these things will be discussed, and surely we should be able to get some huge benefit. I like to be associated with it because I love the education part of it.
Do you think the government is providing, from the government point of view, I'm talking about the taxes, they're providing good lower taxes, encouraging this industry?
See, till very recently, the business was looked as a luxury industry. But our industry has spoken, and now the National Skill Development Council has now looked on it as a skill that will help to employ more and more people. Fortunately, I have been a part of the whole process. So we have developed something called the Beauty and Wellness Sector Skill Council, which is under the NSDC. And we've got funding now from the government to promote this. So we are now doing road shows where we'll be promoting this certification. So there will be a minimum certification, just like, if you want to do you want to go to CA, for the entrance itself, you have to be a 12th standard. Similarly, there will be some minimums that will come in, and that will bring a lot of orderliness to this industry.
How does it feel being part of Salonex?
Firstly, I find it very privileged. I find very privileged because this is it's a pioneering effort. So I definitely wanted to be a part of it. And I feel great because this is a holistic event. It is not just an exhibition. So there is a lot of importance given to education and training, and that's where my heart is. So I'm definitely very interested in.
And what are your contributions going to be to the show?
I am on the board of advisors.
Thank you. Pleasure.